High Potential Season 1 ended with a bang, but the procedural's first recurring antagonist may have already given away his Season 2 scheme. David Giuntoli's High Potential role, a serial kidnapper known only by the alias David, is an unsettling and intelligent villain who takes a vested interest in the titular high-potential intellectual, Morgan Guillory, Caitlin Olsen. Without breaking a sweat, David evaded the LAPD's investigation efforts in High Potential Episode 13. The High Potential Season 1 finale did more than introduce the antagonist, however. While Detective Adam Karadec, Daniel Sunjata, Lieutenant Selena Soto, Judy Reyes, and Daphne Forrester, Javisha Leslie, worked to find David, other members of the Major Crimes Unit were more personally involved, like Lev Ounce Osdil, Dean Isaac Denny's. Still, Morgan remained the object of David's twisted desire, and the clues left behind in Let's Play proved it. 5. Morgan's t-shirt in the end scene. The message was plain and simple. Caitlin Olsen as Morgan and David Giuntoli in High Potential Season 1 finale. One of the most disturbing aspects of the High Potential Season 1 ending was how close David got to Morgan's family. The kidnapper approached her in broad daylight, while her children, Ava, Amia J., Elliot, Matthew Lamb, and baby Chloe, were all vulnerable. Although his identity was still concealed, the shirt Morgan wore gave him away. The t-shirt had a flame design with the phrase, "playing with fire," curved above it, while the sentiment metaphorically ties into the inevitable showdown between Morgan and David in High Potential Season 2, there could be a double meaning. High Potential Episode 13 gave a mere glimpse into David's capacity for cruelty, with the deadly traps he laid for his 3 victims growing exponentially more dangerous over the course of the episode. Morgan's shirt could even foreshadow the real fires David will set when High Potential returns. 4. The matching game David planted. The cards confirmed his target. Threatening note in High Potential Episode 13. The moment David revealed himself to Morgan in High Potential Episode 13 came after he was already long gone. As Elliot helped Morgan unpack their groceries, he made a joke about the Jungle Animal Match card game, saying he and Ava are too old for it while Chloe is still too young. The pack of cards had a personalized sticker on the back, but the game itself held a deeper meaning. Matching games target memory and attention to detail, the 2 traits that Morgan considers her greatest strengths in High Potential. David could have put the sticker on anything, but he purposefully chose a game tailored to Morgan's skills, indicating that her high IQ and HPI would be the focus of his future games. Morgan's intellect may even be exciting in David's eyes, a challenge to make his riddles more complicated in High Potential Season 2. 3. The personalized clues. David's stalking paid off. David first saw Morgan when she and Karadec investigated Mulholland Trail, and the flashback montage at the end of High Potential Episode 13 confirmed that David began stalking her. Every clue was somehow connected to Morgan from that point forward. The 3 dolls at the gala venue mirrored her 3 children, the art gallery centered on an important game from her childhood, and even the architect's name in the acrostic correlated to her and Roman's past. While the cases in High Potential are always riddled with tiny details that make or break the crime, David's obsession with Morgan could make his return in Season 2 even more detailed. When David wants to play again, and creates riddles specifically for Morgan, it's possible that the Lapt won't be able to decode any clues. The rest of the team would be powerless, leaving Morgan to shoulder the stress of the investigation by herself. 2. The real David. Another innocent civilian may be the perfect cover. David Giuntoli as a mystery villain in High Potential. Although David's real identity in High Potential is still unknown, he successfully posed as David Peck for months. Yet, the kidnapper didn't merely grow his hair out to resemble David Peck, he used personal details from a real tragedy to cover his tracks. Until the closing moments of High Potential Episode 13, the Lapt were confident they were closing in on their suspect, only to find themselves suddenly back at square one. The kidnapper has now shaved his distinctive beard and given himself a neat haircut, but there's no telling what name he'll go by next. An innocent civilian could get caught in the crossfire or even wrongly arrested if the antagonist decides to hide behind another fake target in High Potential Season 2. Alternatively, David may reveal his true self to Morgan. 1. OZ's near-death experience. It was just a test run. Caitlin Olsen as Morgan Guillory and Dean Isaac Denny's as Ounce in High Potential. The high-octane scene of Karadec diving into a pool to rescue Ounce was exhilarating, but the potential drowning may have just been practice for David. There's no doubt the kidnapper was lurking in the shadows in High Potential season finale, likely watching Morgan's reaction closely. Though she didn't physically assist in the resuscitation, it was obvious that seeing her co-worker in danger left Morgan rattled. If David targeted Ounce on purpose to gauge Morgan's merit, it's possible that her reaction was the weak spot he was waiting for. Unfortunately for Morgan, David can only get worse in High Potential Season 2. To truly test Morgan's mettle, David could target someone closer to her, her ex, her partner, or even her children. Only time will tell how far David will go, but his return in High Potential Season 2 will undeniably be thrilling.